Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, as you can tell, I wanted to really try out the new Morphe foundation. And it's the foundation that I had mentioned actually in a previous video on my beauty news update. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll leave a link below so you can see it and get a little more information about it. But this one specifically with Shayla Mitchell's and Danessa Myricks. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. They came together to design this specific foundation. So I actually have been using it and I have thoughts about it. And as you can tell from my face, there's nothing going on. So without anything else for me to say, then let's get started. So like I said, there's nothing on my face. I purposely chose to not put anything on except for primer because I wanted to demonstrate with you what this foundation looks like and my thoughts about it. Just to give you a little more insight about this foundation, it is only available at Ulta. Yes, it is through Morphe, but like I said, it's just going through Ulta. I don't know if it will come to the Morphe website or in stores. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, but as far as I know, it's only available at Ulta. It does come in 40 shades for $20, so it's very affordable. It is oil-free skincare infused foundation. They wanted to have something that would be really nice for your skin and to work really well and nourish it and take care of it. So that was their focus specifically for this line. It was designed to blur and diffuse the look of imperfections on your skin. It has a natural finish that's long wearing. It also has a medium coverage that's buildable. It's supposed to be sweat proof, transfer proof, and waterproof for 12 hours. Included in this foundation is hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and glycerin. And it's free of oils, fragrance, and parabens. And this formula is made in Italy, so it's supposed to feel very luxurious. I don't know if just because it's from Italy it's supposed to feel luxurious, but that's kind of what they were trying to go for with this specific foundation. So when you do buy it from Ulta for a time being or until they run out of supplies, they will include a free foundation brush. And this, let me show you right here, sorry. The foundation brush, it looks like this. It's an E63. So you can tell it's kind of a flat curved kind of look brush. I actually have used it with this foundation and I prefer to use the sponge, and I'll explain why in a moment. So I'm going to get some of this on my sponge. I'm sorry that it's kind of gross, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna show you just how it looks with my skin. Quite honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this. I wish I was because it does look really nice. One thing that I've noticed when I put it on is that I just get incredibly dry patches on my skin. With the brush, it's way more apparent versus when I use the sponge, it's a little less, but it's still there. And it's just, I'm so sad because I really like the finish of how it looks on my skin. It does build up. There is no fragrance. You can kind of see just right away on my cheek. I don't know if you can tell, but it seems to gather and it just looks dry. If it doesn't look dry, it will because of the sponge, so it makes it a little more liquidy and a little more moist on my skin, so it will kind of dissipate. But just overall, I wasn't too thrilled about how it looked on my skin. I do say this with the sponge, it does take more of the product to add to your skin to apply. So it just didn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, I can kind of see it starting to collect kind of right around here. This is where it's really bad. In fact, I'll use the brush so you can kind of see just how it just doesn't work for my skin. You can kind of see right here on this side right here, this is the brush. I kind of patted it out to kind of help with the streaks, and it just, you can kind of see how just it doesn't look very good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I tried to use it a couple times. I even exfoliated my skin to kind of see if it would help with that dry patchy areas, and it didn't. It didn't really do anything. It seemed to make it just as bad, if not just maybe less, but honestly it just didn't help at all. And I said I'm really sad about that. I exfoliated and everything to kind of see if it would help with that, but it just it looks worse with the brush, even just trying to pat it out and blend it. And it didn't work. I'm sorry. You can kind of see right here. It's a little less right here, but it's more so here after applying it. And unfortunately, after I had used it for, a while, within a few hours, I kid you not, my dry patches were still there, but then I became just this huge sweat ball, just over my T-zone and everything else. I did not like how it looked. It felt like I had been in a marathon, but I had just been doing stuff around the house, and the fact that I looked like that kind of gave me the idea that it seemed to break down almost, and it just collected. I'm I'm so sad because I really wanted to like this foundation a lot, and just the fact that there was a lot of thought and care and interest in everyone's skin to make it look beautiful, and it just didn't work for me, unfortunately. I don't know if maybe a different skin type would work, but for a combo slash oily skin type like mine, it did not work for me. It looks just I like I said, it just does not work for me, and it just collected. With other products that laid on top of it, with concealer, it did look fine. When trying on blush, it seemed to like grab a little bit, and it was just harder to kind of blend. And I noticed a couple of patches when I was applying my blush, and as well with bronzer. It just I was very kind of upset about that. With, like I said, with the brush, the patchiness was just so much more apparent and just much more visible. I'm If you have tried this and it works for you, that's great. I'm not saying don't use it, but for someone maybe with my kind of skin type may want to steer away from this, which is really sad because it has hyaluronic acid and glycerin, and those ingredients are supposed to moisturize and give your skin a much better feel and look. And as well as for imperfections, I feel like it seemed to gather more in my pores, and it didn't look very good. I'm sorry, Shayla. I really, really wanted to like this foundation. There may be someone else that I might know of that could work and benefit from this, but for me, unfortunately, this is a huge pass. I'm sorry this kind of ended on a low note, but I hope this gave you some more information and gave you a better insight about this new foundation. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you more insight about it. And if so, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And I hope you have a great day, great week, great weekend. I love you. Take care. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.